North London forever. Let me say this first, Ajay. North London forever. Now you can start.
I know it's a bit of a gloomy, wet West Yorkshire day. Leeds capitulate at Elland Road 4-0. OG, some call it original Gangster, some call it original Gooner. But
Original
for
Gooner.
Arsenal fans, it's their joint, actually, no, maybe not joint, second highest goal scorer, own goals. Yet another own goal for the mighty Arsenal. And set pieces were at play today. But Rohit is a happy Gooner, 4-0 to the Arsenal. Let's talk about it in this episode. Welcome to another episode of Two Halves and Two Innings. And today we've got a happy Gooner in Rohit. Amit unfortunately could not make it because he was absolutely sickened at the thought of that display of Arsenal scoring another own goal, another set piece, and
Ooh.
it was too much for him to
4
handle.
goals, guys.
So
4 goals.
I've had to take on the responsibility of managing Rohit and asking him his questions, my questions to Rohit about that Arsenal performance. So, guys, if you had to sit through that spectacle, or if you catch the highlights on Sky Sports, just to let you know, Arsenal did score, and it was another own goal. Rohit, 6 goals for Victor Gyökeres, 5 now on the own goals, and then I think it's Trossard as well on 5. But your main man did score, so that was
both of them scored, right?
Yeah.
Jesus scored as well. Wonderful goal. Did you see that goal, Ajay? That was wonderful goal. Jesus.
I have to admit that Jesus goal was a very number 9 like goal, where holding up the ball, little shimmy, good play in the box, and then
exactly,
shoot.
then
Beautiful
shoot.
goal.
Yeah, beautiful goal.
But
Gyökeres was good as well.
Gyökeres was. We'll get onto Gyökeres as well, the goal, because he did miss a good chance as well.
Yeah, he did miss one.
But let's start off with Arsenal's initial, selection of the squad. So we did talk about in the previous podcast for previewing this game about the exclusion of Martin Odegaard, and it seems that your wish came true. He was not in the squad.
He was not in the squad, but I was surprised to see Havertz starting this game. Very surprised. I thought Ajay will start, but having Havertz starting in such a tough venue we were talking about in last night's podcast, is such a tough venue at Elland Road, away game, and where Leeds are in form, Havertz, who's kind of half fit, he's not even on his full fitness yet, is a good decision to start. I mean, it proved right in the end, but I was quite surprised. And then, unfortunately, Saka got injured during the warm-up. I thought, oh no, there you go. So if you see, Arsenal could not travel via...
I thought he was just doing his natural limping.
No. Arsenal could not travel via the flight, via the jet, because of the fog. So they had to travel on a coach from London to Leeds. And then that was there you go. I think this is
that's not unluck.
Yeah, that's an unluck. And then they have to they got stuck on M1. I could have gone into the M1 and go say, "Come on, guys, clear the traffic.
It was probably on the way from Meadowhall, probably.
Or the Luton one. Oh, the Luton one.
An early kickoff Sheffield Wednesday and Wrexham, so they probably got stuck near the Meadowhall junction.
I think they went last night. So.
They went last night. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, so obviously Saka, injured, but he was named the captain, which was quite surprising. So then the captain fell to who did it go to?
Gabriel,
was it Rice?
Yeah.
Oh, Gabriel, yeah.
I saw Gabriel because I didn't watch it because it was a 3 p.m. kickoff, so no TV.
Well, no legal TV. Anyway, but you said that you didn't want Zubimendi starting. You wanted him to have a rest, but I mean, obviously, it was quite important for Zubimendi to start because he got your first goal. So, and then the likes of Madueke, and I was talking to you about this, Rohit, Madueke versus Saka. Does that now show? Maybe Madueke gets maybe a bit of an inch or a bit of a an advantage over Saka.
I think he has now because both of his, if you see his deliveries, both of them were pretty good. And because remember we were talking about his end product is not good. He does brilliant way to go towards the goal, but then his end delivery is not good. So hopefully these 2 assists would have given him so much confidence. Unfortunately, I think when I was hearing on the commentary, I think he limped off as well. So we don't know what's the update is on Madueke. So there you go. So 2 players on the same side getting injured. Hopefully, touch wood, he's not injured. He was just a knock, and then he will come off because we have a really important game coming up against Chelsea on Tuesday. Carabao Cup semi-final, second leg. Yes, so we need them.
Definitely. So yeah, and that's the thing with Madueke. I mean, he's had a good performance, and obviously this was an assist he got today's game. And for the first goal, I think Leeds defending was a bit all over the place. I think they kind of cleared a corner, and then it was the second phase where I think Rice passed it over to Madueke, and then Madueke had a good
great delivery, great pass, great cross,
yeah, it was whipped in quite well. But I think for Leeds, I think they'll be quite disappointed how they let about
I think probably the shortest player on the pitch is like Zubimendi to hand it.
Exactly, you're kind of thinking you're man marking, or you're blocking off Saliba or Gabriel, maybe Declan Rice, but to let Zubimendi just freely go in like that, I think it was a bit of a disappointing kind of show there.
Are you sad, Ajay? Are you sad? I'm feeling the sadness. No,
I mean I'm a United
London forever.
We United fans hate both Leeds and Arsenal
because Leeds probably your second team, right? So
yeah, Tenet is Bradford City, so
Bradford
I don't like Leeds. I don't like Leeds that much either.
You should be happy.
As a Yorkshire Premier League team, you got to give them a little bit of what, it'd be nice if they still stay in the Premier League. So, I mean, obviously it was 5-0 the reverse fixture, and now it's 4-0.
4-0.
Leeds just really struggled, I think, against Arsenal, and I think it kind of showed later on in the game. They just kind of lost a bit of impetus. They had a good strike at the beginning, and that went over, but I think they didn't really get a foothold in the game.
No shot on target. There was one shot in the first half. Yeah. I think they came back in the second half. I think their manager did some changes, I think, or would have given them a bit of a hairdryer treatment, but they came out in the second half pretty good. We only, I think, for the 20 minutes after the half, I think what I heard in the commentary, they had 60% of possession. And they were attacking.
Probably.
Yeah, and then we only had like 50 passes in that game, in that 20 minutes. And then we took over again. Is that the 20 minutes or after the half time, I think they came out trying to score. They couldn't score because the defense was very solid. I mean, it was a great performance if you ask my point of view. Coming to Elland Road, get a clean sheet and score 4 goals. Yep. I think it's near perfect.
Oh yeah, it's the perfect performance, and also, like you said, the cherry on the cake is that your 2 strikers also score as well, and obviously you got the classic joking own goal in there as well. So that was a bit of a funny one as well, because I know we were just talking before we were recording this podcast, and you said there was no Arsenal player.
No Arsenal player at all. That was the funniest goal I've ever seen, to be honest.
So you look at Arsenal and you look at how many bodies they put in the box, and they've always got 3 or 4 around the keeper, like how they did with United last week. And this one was just a nice little in-swinger, and the keeper had every opportunity to catch the ball, ends up smacking Calvert-Lewin, and fumbling the ball into his own net. So what were you saying? You don't even need the players in the box.
Exactly. I'm thinking, guys, let's pretend we are there, but not just don't go in. let
the psychological,
the mental thing.
Of Arteta.
Exactly.
And the set piece coaching staff have really riled and rattled the opposition teams.
But this is why, Ajay, these are important things, right? I know we joke about it, but these are important things because there are a lot of fine margins there to win the games, right? Nowadays, for every game. So we have to take those fine margins and score as many goals as we want through that. If you see that, I don't know what the stat is. We need to find out for the next preview, I think. How many corners Arsenal have had this Premier League season?
Okay.
Right? Yeah, because that will depend. Because if we are getting, say it's the data, right? If we are getting more corners, obviously we're gonna score a little bit more goals than other teams because we're getting more corners, right? So we have to see. I think let's get that stat out in the next preview. That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, in this game you had 12 corners.
12 corners
compared to Leeds' 4. You had 14 shots, 8 on target, 5 big missed chances.
Yeah.
So on paper, this was, your XG was 2.39. This was clearly a hands-down victory for Arsenal. Very dominant display. Yeah. And I think it was a really good bounce back and a good message to send to the rest of the Premier League, after the United loss, that, the Arsenal train is still running. It's still working well.
And this was needed. This was needed.
It was definitely needed, yeah. And I think, like you said, you've got Chelsea, which is in a big Carabao Cup fixture, and I think Chelsea currently losing 2-0 to West Ham while we're recording at the moment, which is not going to look good on Liam Rosner. So this is a good opportunity for Arsenal to really stamp and get a place in the final, for the Carabao Cup.
Exactly.
So, was there any kind of disappointing or any kind of improvements that you would like to see? I think Gyökeres had, his goal, but he did miss one-on-one chance.
He could have taken the shot earlier. He was slow. He could have taken the shot earlier. See against Karat, see the difference between Champions League and here in Premier League. Premier League defenders don't give you any chance, don't give you any space. You go against Karat, he had the similar chance and he scored. Here, no chance, because the speed of the Premier League, how fast this is, and defenders give their life for this, and then you can see the tackle made by the defender. I think it was Randon, if I remember correctly. I mean, amazing. He should have taken that earlier though. I think he took too many touches, tried to go closer, but he should have taken it like a couple of touches and that's it. I think
even the touches he did take it. I just think that he didn't put the ball out of the reach of the defender.
Yeah,
like the touch was a bit too little of a touch.
Yeah.
As a striker, when you kind of get it kind of set and the touch before you're about to shoot, you want to make sure that you've taken the touch before in order to get that ball away from the defender. Because if that defender then puts a leg in, then it's either going to catch you or he's going to miss the ball totally. So I just felt like.
But I have noticed something, Ajay, here. You know why? Because I know why he does it. Because I've seen Gyökeres. He has a very short backlift. Right, when he short, he's not like the old ball really further away, have a long backlift and short. No, he takes a touch, he takes a small touch, and then he takes a small kind of like a short backlift, and then he shoots, and that's why I think he gets his power. Maybe that's his style, how he plays, rather than the old, like having a long backlift and proper hitter like Gooner did it. Right, he's not like that. I think his style is a bit different.
Yeah, but I think he needs to learn to get that maybe one less touch and then shoot a bit earlier in order to kind of convert more chances.
Should have scored, yeah.
But no, I mean, you're a happy boy. 4-0, 7 points clear, and I think you've got to now pray to the football gods that your enemies at the Tottenham Spurs
guys,
stadium.
Spurs, you need to go into Champions League places. Yeah, you are in the second half of the table. You need to go, guys, higher up on the thing, and then you have to show that you belong in the Premier League. You are the top team. Come on, play against City. I mean,
Rohit, I think you might be a little bit conflicted in this game tomorrow, isn't it? I mean, on the one hand, you want Tottenham to win, and maybe help you guys have more points against have a better gap between. There's a little part of you that must be like,
I know. Little part of me wants Spurs to lose. Yeah, definitely Spurs to lose to put more pressure on them. So I definitely want. But maybe draw is a good result. Maybe win-win.
A draw would probably. Yeah. For the moderate Arsenal fans would be quite happy because they don't want Tottenham to ever win a game.
Yeah.
It'll put more pressure on Thomas Frank, but then obviously City then drop 2 points, which is fantastic points, for you guys.
And then Villa as well. Villa playing tomorrow as well, so hopefully they lose points, they drop some points. So let's see. Our job was to win tonight.
Yeah, that's what you can do.
That's what you can do.
Yeah,
that's it.
You're gonna put pressure on the other teams. Villa and Brentford. Brentford look good, but then away from home. We'll see what Brentford can offer against Aston Villa, and then obviously the big game tomorrow, United and Fulham. So we will be back to review that Man United and Fulham game. Hopefully, it's a nice little win for Carrick's men in red. But Arsenal have done fantastic to soak up pressure in order to kind of rebound from that loss against United last week. 4-0 to the Arsenal, steam rolling ahead. Is there any last comments that you'd like to make, Rohit, about the Arsenal team or the exclusion of Odegaard? Is there anything that you could read into that, or is it just a case of he needs to take a few games out?
Yeah, that's it. I think he just. I think he did come on. He did. Did pass to Martinelli for the third goal, third goal, right? So it was a good one. Again, we have to have every player playing at the top level to win this league. Unfortunately, Saka got injured. Let's see. There's no update yet. I think I haven't read it yet. But hopefully, Madueke is fine. But let's see. Game by game, we can like we discussed earlier, Ajay, we can only do our job. We need to win our games. Simple as that. To keep the pressure on City and then keep the pressure on Aston Villa. So that's it for us.
Well, you're a happy boy. India winning,
Very
Arsenal
happy.
winning.
Yep.
So
what a Saturday, to be honest. So I'm so happy.
Well, it's absolutely raining outside, so it's horrible weather. But I mean, internally, you must be feeling like a ray of sunshine. So that's all good. That's all we want to see for Rohit and his Arsenal men. But yeah, guys, if you are an Arsenal supporter and if you want to have your input on today's game and also how you feel about the Tottenham and Man City game, who would you want to win? What do you want the result to be? Please do get in touch. We'll be more than happy to have you on the podcast to discuss your views. Anybody else who follows the great, beautiful game, if they want to get their views across as well, then we are the platform. We are a sharing, nice, welcoming people. We would love for you to come on and give your views and any rants or any expressions you would love to give out. But yeah, please, guys, do like and follow, and please do subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more content like this. I'm sure we'll be back with Amit. He'll be sulking and he'll be annoyed that he got his prediction wrong for this game. But until then, we will catch you on the next review. Okay, guys, take care.